Welcome to the CyberWire's Career Notes podcast, brought to you by Barracuda. It's time to protect your business. Barracuda, your journey secured.
My name is Maria Thompson-Saeb, and I am the Senior Program Manager for Governance, Risk, and Compliance at Illumio. I had decided long back that I wanted to study information systems management, so I went to college and I studied information systems management at the University of Maryland, University College. When I was growing up, we didn't really have computers in my home, but it was something that seemed interesting to me. And because I didn't have a computer, I felt, this is interesting and I want to learn more about it. So when I had the opportunity to go to college, I figured it would be something that I definitely wanted to look into. I can certainly say there were a lot of challenges because when I first decided I wanted to study computers, I thought, I'm going to study computer science. And so not knowing that, with computer science, there's a lot of math, and math was not my strong suit. Although I wasn't really strong in math, I still wanted to study computers and I wanted to be involved in that type of work. And that's how I ended up with information systems management, because I didn't have to have a whole lot of math. I would have to say that I was a bit of a rarity in there, because even after I finished college and I started working, it was the same situation. I don't recall a lot of women being in my classes. Once I finished college, I was like most people finish college. They don't really know what to do. And so I had an opportunity to work in government. I ended up taking a job at the help desk level for one of the federal agencies. And so a big part of my career was spent working in federal agencies around technology. The federal government had a series of opportunities, but as a contractor, not a federal employee. And so I did contracting work in technology for a number of years, and then I ended up jumping out into private industry. From help desk, I worked my way up to become a sysadmin. I suddenly was put into an environment that was Unix and Linux. And so that's how I moved from Windows system admin to being on the Unix Linux side, which was really exciting, by the way, because it was a challenge and it was something I had never done. And who knew that it would be something that would totally change everything for me? But it really did, because it opened up a lot of other opportunities after that. I focused a lot around security. And I was advocating for security best practices and for security tools and just processes. And so with that, it just really changed the whole focus of my mindset. And with that change became, the desire to want to do more of that type of work. It led me into looking for companies that focused on security. And so that's how I jumped from being a sysadmin focusing on Linux at the time to becoming a full-fledged security professional. There were definitely doubts along the way, because there were many times when I was advocating. In one position I was advocating for security very hard, but it was just very challenging and very difficult for senior management to even view me as a security professional. And it just got to the point where I was trying to do everything I could to be seen as that type of person and to be given a role around security, but it just never really happened. There were promises, but they never came to fruition. And so I had to take it in my own hands to go out and figure out what it would take for a company, a manager, or someone to see me as a security professional and not just a sysadmin. And so that's what I did. I decided to go after the CISSP. But before I did that, I went after the CISA. So I decided that in order for a company to take me serious, maybe it would be best if I had a license that showed that I had the basic level of knowledge to be able to function in that role. After trying so hard at one particular company and it just wasn't happening, I felt that the only way it could happen is if I switched companies. And so that's exactly what I did. At Illumio, I am responsible for helping to build and maintain customer trust around the Illumio core and edge microsegmentation platform. I'm responsible for ensuring that the controls that Illumio has around the platforms related to SOC 2 continue to operate effectively. The way I like to work is to collaborate with people. I may not have all the answers, but I rely on the people who do have the answers. So my style is to rely on the people who know more than I do to help me understand where I have my own gaps. The biggest thing, had I known about this world of cybersecurity, I would say go right into that. I mean, focus on security, make sure you get the proper education. If I could go back and do it all over again, I would study cybersecurity. I would focus on security and compliance. And then I would tell myself, make sure you understand the proper threats. You understand how to remediate those threats, and that you understand how you can help companies avoid those threats. I also tell myself to have a clearly defined roadmap. I mean, for me, I feel like some things happen organically because I had to go down one path and then change based on maybe a roadblock, and then go down another path. Be flexible. I think that's what I would tell myself. Just be flexible, be able to change when you need to change.
This CyberWire Career Notes podcast is made possible by Barracuda. Cybercriminals are leveraging activity around the COVID vaccine to disguise their phishing attacks. That can cost you money, customers, and your company's reputation. The Barracuda Email Threat Scanner is a free tool you can use right now to help protect your business. It analyzes your Office 365 accounts and identifies malicious emails hiding in your inbox right now. Use the Barracuda Email Threat Scanner for free at barracuda.com/cyberwire.